Maybe you went sock shopping.
I'd like some socks.
It says he's still
Some
here.
hobnobs. Harry's of London. Let's see where this place is. Other than London.
I don't think these deer are as rare as this person is claiming they are.
No, you don't think these people selling $1,400 socks are on the
It's
level?
like, the actual Wikipedia page. The actual Wikipedia page is like, yeah, some of them got away from a zoo and like they're feral versions of these red deer now. That's okay. There's a lot of them. So, I think this is a bit. I think they're scamming us.
It's like, okay.
Hi, sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I wouldn't put shoes and socks on.
Oh.
So no one had to be offended at even the image of me not wearing socks. So I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's comfortable now.
Oh man, thanks to Google Maps' like going inside buildings and things. Don't mean to get anybody alarmed, but I think we might be able to go inside Harry's of London.
Link.
I will if I can actually work out a place how to get in there. It's inside the Burlington Arcade, and I don't entirely know how to get inside there. But oh, maybe down here. Okay, hold on. I will try and work this out.
I wonder what the most expensive item is on this site. Period.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I'm on the site is difficult because I'm sure like they'll tailor you a suit, right? And that starts going towards infinity money.
This place is
B-boy, I'm
awful.
not sub-streaming you. You fucking doing whatever this bit is, and whatever, man. Don't worry about it. I don't want to come to your house anyways.
I now can't tell if this is a bit or not. Are you all really beefing over socks? I don't think.
Some sock beef that's
I'm a
going on.
little
Here.
salty, yeah.
We soy sauce now.
I mean, I just want to disclaim that I don't think I've ever worn socks on stream.
I have,
Sometimes
but only
sometimes
because I've streamed from public places. I've called into a stream before. Also, yeah, you have.
Oh yeah, because when I was on the
but that was
streets of
only
New
on-
York.
Yeah, when you were on the streets in New York doing pasta talk.
Sock talk.
Oh, here's some 3,500 pounds.
I'm glad you're good, B-boy. I'm glad you're good and comfortable. Save space for everybody here at StreamFriends.
Socks or no
Including-
socks?
Socks or no socks.
Hashtag sock.
Everybody's welcome.
Shit, that's the community rules. We don't care what your sock stitch is. Come on in.
But please wear only the finest socks.
But no socks with sandals. If you're wearing socks with sandals, get the fuck out.
Yeah, go find a League of Legends stream.
So the sock place is here. Oh well, that's not loading because Google Maps. The URLs are really weird. But basically, if you type in Burlington Arcade, London, and go into Street View, you'll be able to see the magnificent building that these socks are contained within.
They probably won't let you try them on, though, right? You probably can't just like show them like, please let me try on your monstrously expensive socks, please.
What
I feel like
if
it
they
has to be-
made footy pajamas out of these sock materials. How dope would that shit be?
They're pretty
Putting these socks on and then just running away. just out into the street. Leaving it behind, disappearing into the underground.
Alright, I think I'm gonna get it this time. I think I got it.
Oh man, yeah. Just bring it around.
Come on! Whew. Alright. Double squish.
It only
Nick,
took
do
us
you,
44 minutes.
Nick, do you want to take out some of your aggression and we can do multiplayer?
Sure.
You can rock me like a soccer cane.
I'm sorry.
Who's got... Wait, everybody be quiet for a second.
Okay.
Who's got crickets going on
That's
behind
not the
it?
game's cricket?
Oh, that might be me. There's crickets
Are
going
you
on
like
outside.
legit crickets? Okay.
Yeah,
No, I like it. I love the sound of crickets. And
I got my
I'm gonna
windows
get 'em in
open,
the city.
so there's probably cricket noises coming through. We're gonna make this private. All units.
Pick a map. Not Sparta, because we've seen Sparta
We've
loads.
seen so much, yeah.
We're gonna invite Dr. Evil Bones. Let's do Witch's Sabbath.
Oh, sounds good. My favorite sort of Sabbath.
I'm trying
How we
real
doing?
hard to
Sorry.
find...
I'm real distracted. I'm like lulled into a stupor by the crickets.
Are crickets your kryptonite?
They're just so relaxing.
Yeah, they're super good.
Yeah, they make a nice sound. What are you trying to find more expensive socks, Austin?
No, I'm trying to find the world's most expensive cookies at this point.
You're crossing the streams.
I'm crossing the stream. I was really just doing a...
Wait. I just want to, before you find it, can we, like, do a round of guessing where the most expensive cookie is going to be?
It has to be England, right?
You don't think it has
No,
to
I
be New
think-
York?
I think New York.
Yeah, probably New York.
The most expensive city in the fattest country on Earth?
Yeah. But we don't have a
Unless
biscuit
it's like some
culture.
weird, like,
You know what I
Vegas
mean?
thing, right? Like some, like, oddity.
And what we want is we want the most expensive biscuit / cookie that is like available. We don't want like, oh, this thing was auctioned at. Like, I'm looking at one now that there was...
Wait. I definitely want to talk about the high-end world of cookie auctions.
Okay, well, I mean, this is one where like it isn't about the cookie. This is a cookie that was in Antarctica in 1907, and that sold for $2,300.
Owned by Scott of Antarctica.
Like, yeah, Sir Ernest Shackleton took it with him on his Antarctic expedition.
Yeah, that's not a cookie.
You know,
That's a historic artifact.
Right, exactly. So I don't want that.
That's not a
I'm
cookie,
like,
that's
I'm
a
like-
historical artifact was my short-lived TV show.
That's my favorite Indiana Jones quote. That's not a cookie.
That cookie
That's a
belongs in a bakery.
Don't look at it! Don't look
I
at it!
want a cookie made out of only the finest New Zealand red deer.
Uh,
Oh my god, how do you play this game?
Listen, man, welcome to
What
my
is happening?
struggle.
San Francisco is not a bad idea either for expensive like baked goods.
Oh no, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a
San Francisco-
good
A
one.
good dark
I don't
horse.
even know what half these things are. Alright.
Delilah and Rose having beef in the chat now? What is going on tonight?
Stream is
It's
tearing
that
us
goo from
apart.
Ghostbusters 2.
Nobody should have brought up socks. Who would have thought that socks would be so divisive?
We
Actually,
also
no, for real, I will never regret bringing up those socks.
Oh my god, Andy just linked the most expensive hat, which is a $25,000 fedora.
Oh, Jesus. What does it look like? Let's see.
25,000. You said 100 just now.
Oh,
$25,000 for a straw hat?
made of straw.
Yes. Are you serious? Yes. Is it made of gold? No. Straw. Does it have diamonds all over it? No. So it's just straw? Yes. In the same sense that the Hope Diamond is just carbon and the Mona Lisa is just paint.
That doesn't
this
make
some-
any sense.
Is this some sort of designer hat? Some bizarre looking piece of fluff that only a supermodel or a lunatic would wear? All label, no hat? This is all a copy from the site, to be clear. Just the opposite. A classic Panama hat, hand-woven, hand-blocked and styled, custom-sized, made the old-fashioned way, with hands. The price
Toes.
the price, maybe it's made of hands. I don't. Maybe I'm. The price isn't about the label. It's about the labor and the art. No doubt you've seen Panama hats, maybe even Monte Cristi Panama hats.
No,
The
I see that
hats
cursor.
we are talking
Get
about
out of
here
here.
are not like any Panama hat you've ever seen, guaranteed. Imagine someone weaving linen by hand, one thread at a time, and you begin to have some
Imagine the
idea
sound of bells, the sound of drums, the sound of drums.
I should have been playing the single player while Dre was, so that I
Yeah, you
could
have to get trained up,
get a handle on this game again.
and you begin.
I was
to
like,
have
I
some
played a
idea
bunch of this game when it first came out. I'll be fine.
of
Nope.
what these hats
Oh,
are.
I
like.
knocked your elephant tower into the abyss.
You quit being a dick to my elephants.
The finest require 3 months to weave. 3 months! A single hat! I have one hat that took 5 months to weave. Only 14 hats were woven in 2008 that were fine enough to be presented in Galleria Monte Cristi. Some of those already have found happy heads to flatter.
These are
Could I
very
see the
inefficient
difference
hats.
between a $10,000 hat and a $25,000 hat? I don't know. I can. I know an attorney in Houston who can. Why would I buy a hat for $5,000 or $25,000?
Wait, stop.
Yes.
Stop. Why?
Uh-huh.
Why Houston?
He's very
Why the
proud.
smallest city in America?
Why would I buy a hat for $5,000 or $25,000? Maybe it fits with everything else in your life. It's the best. Or maybe you'll decide this is the one special wish you're going to grant yourself. To wear a Monte Cristi hat so finely woven, it is literally the stuff of legends. To actually wear one of the finest Monte Cristi hats ever woven. Perhaps you want to do something important. When was the last time you had the chance to save an art form? The art of Monte
My
Cristi
Patreon.
has dwindled down to one person can make a huge difference. One patron of the art. It could be that you like the idea of wearing a Monte Cristi hat even finer than those worn by kings and emperors. It could be that you are a king or an emperor, and that you want to set things right by doing what we all expect kings and emperors. Get the best for yourself and hang the cost. I am the exclusive representative of the very best, of the very few who still practice the rare sorcery that turns straw into cloth.
Austin, do you know you're doing Paul Heyman right now?
These priceless treasures are not just a media rumor. They really exist. I have them. As with all priceless treasures, they have prices. $5,000 to $25,000. I have one
Why are you
hat.
getting so angry about this hat?
I have one hat that Simone wove, the finest of his entire life, that he spent 5 months weaving. It is most likely the finest Monte Cristi hat ever woven, not for sale. Someone asked, and I arbitrarily named the price of $100,000. As you might expect, that ended the conversation. I'm glad. If the collector had agreed to my price, I'd have been obligated to sell it. I don't really want to sell it. I'm not finished admiring it.
Who the
For
fuck is this person?
Direct line 808-262-2892.
Well,
Wait,
now
is
we
that a
have to
phone
call
number? Is that a phone number? Someone call him. Someone call
Wait,
him.
and then there's an address, and it says there is no retail store at this address. So what's at that address, do you
His
think?
house? Let's go. Road trip.
No, don't call
It's
him
in
that,
Hawaii.
because that's- We're not advocating calling him.
I am.
Well, does he? Do we think he's
Oh,
ever sold one
no.
of these? Do we think he's sold
Ellie in
one
the
of these
chat
hats?
earlier said, "How do I go about studying hat law?"
Oh man.
Well, first you find a good hat university, and you study very hard.
This is not his house. He doesn't have. So the address there, Art, is just. Someone asks, "You have an address? Can I just come there?" Yes. The trip will be especially worthwhile if you want to ship a package. My mailing address, the address on my website, is a UPS store where I have had a mailbox for many years. Very nice folks, but no hats.
Wait, if you click on how the hat, this dude isn't even making the hats.
Oh, he's a boxer. He boxes or blocks the hats himself.
What?
Who makes the
Wait a minute.
hats?
Wait, why did he punch hats?
like, if you go to,
What was all that about turning straw into cloth? And
I don't.
being one of the few
I wonder
people
how much
that know
he
how to do
pays the
that.
people in comparison to how much he sells the hats for.
Poorly. That's just how that works, right?
Is he just picking these hats up at Target?
Alright.
Can you start another game from here, Trey?
Yeah,
okay,
sorry.
cool.
My bad.
No problem. I just didn't know if I had to quit out and.
Leo.
Who's making these hats?
If you click on the link at the bottom of the page, it's not particularly specific, but it kind of gives you here, like, oh, Carl, Simone, so and so.
Right? I mean, I mentioned Simone. I don't know if you
Yeah,
noticed.
Swizzle Malarkey in the chat links to the page.
Is it the best three? Yeah, best of the best. How fine are the finest? Yeah.
Oh my
Looking for
god.
the stuffed legends, a Monte Cristi Panama hat woven so finely that it seems to be made of cloth, not straw. I mean the real deal, as in all the way to the top, the very finest in the world, the absolute highest expression of the art of Monte Cristi. The ones all the fuss is about? If just the idea of a hat like that makes you tingly for a white linen suit, slowly turning ceiling fans and tropical islands, then I'm your man. If it makes you tingly... That's you being all tingly, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. If it makes you tingly, if it makes you tingly for a strong light, magnifying glass, and tape measure, then I'm your man.
What?
But the other scenario seems more fun. I don't know what's happening with this light and magnifying glass scenario.
Tape measure? What?
If you represent a museum, art gallery, or private collection, I have what you're looking for. If you need a hat for Oscar night,
Oh,
you'll
nice.
have the best
hit.
hat in the house.
Yo,
Yeah.
no one wears hats to the Oscars. That
No,
literally
you
never happens.
Yeah, you also super won't have the best hat in the house. You'll have somebody go like, oh, is that a fedora? Where'd you get that from?
Lady Gaga has
Some
the same
dude in
thing. I mean, that's
Houston.
pretty
I
good.
don't know.
I'm not, as a lawyer, I think. I'm not saying I can get them. I already have them. I purchased the entire annual production of the best weavers alive today. It is simply not possible to find a hat that is finer than my finest. How do I do it? How do I buy all of the very finest hats? Simple.
I'm a Dr. Zeus character.
I pay more than anyone else in history. Actually, there's more to it than the money. It helps that the weavers have known me for almost 20 years. I am a familiar face. We buy hats all year long, every week. Jorge comes to the village, comes to the weavers' homes. If they have a hat ready and can't wait till Saturday, they can bring the hat to him and he buys it. They know my foundation has brought doctors to the village many times, providing free medical care for their families. I have been honored to be a recurring guest in their homes.
No, don't
Walls
smash
of
those.
Many of those homes display photos I made of family members creating their art. With help from Charlie Sheen, Hartford, York, we built a water storage system for the village in 2008. Thanks, Charlie Sheen. To me, the most important achievement of all, the one I am most proud of, is that I have always kept my word. I wanted to be the first white man in history to do so.
What? Hold on. Wait.
Whoa!
Hold on. I was
Yup,
focused. I was,
Why?
hold
the
on,
savior.
hold on. I was focused on my rock. Can you take that, rewind it back? What does he want to be the first white person to do?
To me, the most important achievement of all, the one I am most proud of, is that I have always kept my word. I wanted to be the first white man in history to do so.
So if you click to hit what his foundation has done, he opened a weaving school in this village, which just teaches these villagers how to make hats for him.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck off. The weavers have learned that if I promise to do a thing, even an impossible thing, I will do it. Promising Simone I would sell his best hats for $25,000 was, perhaps, a little like a baseball player pointing to where he would hit a home run, or a boxer
shut
predicting the round in
Called
which
his
he would
fucking
knock
shot.
out his opponent. Yeah, like that. Are the finest? A hat with 20 rows of weave per inch is finer by far than the vast majority of Panama hats most people ever see. A hat with 25 rows of weave per inch is an impressive hat, even to me, after all these years and
Even
thousands
to
of
me.
A hat with 30 rows of weaves per inch, well, that is a treasure. An astounding hat. A hat that could easily become the focus of attention and conversation at any gathering to which you might wear it. And
At
yet,
literally any moment.
and yet, I have hats that are even finer. Hats with more than 40 rows per weave per inch. Hats with more than 50 rows per weave per inch. Even a hat with more than 60 rows of weave per inch.
Holy
The only way to
fuck.
describe hats is to say that they are impossible. It is simply not possible that human hands could weave straw that fine. There is more to a fine hat than just fine weave. There is much more to a fine hat than the simple math of counting the weave. There is the beauty in the
Yeah,
achievement.
get him, elephants.
Beauty in the degree of difficulty, beauty in the rare.
Yeah.
Figure skating
Alright,
and
did a really nice
gymnastics cannot truly be reduced to a 10-point scale. The Mona Lisa can be analyzed and described mathematically, but the Mona Lisa is more than the math. If you owned two Rembrandts, would the one with more brushstrokes be the better painting?
Yes.
I'm the most flawless I can find. Much of their beauty is in their
you win again.
fineness, but not all. Flaws,
No.
irregularities, and inconsistencies guaranteed.
You squished my little fat man.
Every hat has them. If I bought only one absolutely perfect hats, if I bought only absolutely perfect hats, I wouldn't have a single hat. Imagine weaving with straw that is, say, 40 by 40 rows of weave per inch. That would mean 1,600 weaves per square inch. A hat surface is about 250 square inches. Yikes! Almost 500,000 weaves in one hat.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Not likely a weaver will go 500,000 chances without an oops here and there. Every hat has its own personality. As with
Oops.
people, you see the beauty or the flaws in every one of them. It's just a matter of how you look at it and what you want to see. One weaver, one hat, 3 months. The very best weavers, working full-time, need at least 2 months to weave the finest hats. Each master weaver can produce only 5, maybe 6 hats per year, and only 2 or 3 of those will be his or her very best work. The best weaver alive, Simone Escal, can weave hats with more than 50 rows per inch. He weaves only 4 hats each year, 3 months to weave one hat. In 2008, at my request, he spent 5 months weaving the finest hat of his career, possibly the finest hat ever worn. As you might imagine, weaving with straw about the thickness of dental floss is extremely demanding work. The weaver must maintain constant, continuous focus on the thread-like straw and what his or her fingertips are doing with them. If the weaver yields to the hypnotic rhythm of the weaving and allows his or her attention to drift, inconsistencies and irregularities will result. Anyone who has ever done meticulous handwork knows how exhausting it is to maintain constant concentration, hour after hour. Simone says that 4 hours is almost the limit without a break. The best weavers weave their best hats during the cool season, sometimes called the dry season. During the rainy season, they weave hats that are less fine than the finest. Plus 6 weeks. After the weaver finishes, the Rimatadora, Asacatora, Cortadora, Apaliador, Planchador, and Blocker, that's him, must all do their parts. One hat, many hands. Each pair of hands must be highly skilled at their task. Each task must be allotted sufficient time to be completed properly. Altogether, these other stages add a minimum of 6 weeks to the time required to complete a hat. That means that the very finest hats require 4.5 months, possibly more, of highly skilled hand labor, from jungle plant to finished masterpiece. 4.5 months of skilled, focused handwork to create a single hat, a single work of art. How much do you earn for 4.5 months of work? Are you the best in the world at what you do? Simone, Maciel, Fausto, Ora, Gisela, Carlos. They are the best in the world. They may also be the last in the world. To save their art, you must buy their art. But they're not the last in the world, right? Like, because he has that school there to teach more of them.
Yeah.
And exploit them.
Yeah.
And charge $25,000. I bet they don't make 25 grand per hat.
Ecuador. He's in Ecuador.
Okay, great.
Oh, you sneaky
I'm not-
bastard.
What's his name?
Nick.
I don't know. I'm Brent Black, which is like a B Brent Black. B period Brent Black. That's the name of a monster. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
I
So did we give up on the most expensive cookie?
couldn't find it. I really couldn't. If someone wants to link it, please do. I'll let Jack read that one. My throat hurts a lot.
It's I don't know if Sarah is in the chat right now, but it's really nice of you, Austin, just to fucking gift wrap her next StreamFriends highlight vid for her. Just
I had a lot
here.
of nervous
Here's the
energy.
whole thing.